So hello everyone. In the last video, I have discussed about the vectors, the addition of the vector, the parallelogram law of vector addition, the triangle law of vector addition, and the dot product. Now come to the next part. That was your cross product. After that, I will discuss some questions of that chapters which had come in your previous year. Okay. So today's our topic is cross product. Cross product. Cross product or vector product. Okay. Wait one thing. Why we called a dot product as a scalar product? Now, if you see here, if you multiply two vector, so you will get a scalar quantity. If you multiply two vector, so you will get a scalar quantity. So that's why we called it as dot or a scalar product. Dot or a scalar product mean on multiplying the two vectors, we will get a scalar quantity. So that's why we will call it's a scalar product. Okay. And what is the vector product? If we multiply two vectors, then we will get a vector. Okay, so that is known as your cross or vector product. So how you can find the cross or vector product? It is defined as the product. It is defined as the product of of the magnitude of vector A and B and the sine of angle between them and the sine of angle between them. Now suppose that was a vector A vector, that was vector B vector. Okay. So if you take in the anti-clockwise direction on applying the right hand screw rule, so if you curl in the direction from A to B, so your thumb represent the perpendicular to that vector. So that vector is known as n cap, okay, which is perpendicular to both A and B. So what is A cross B? A cross B can be defined as mod A mod B sine theta n cap. N cap means that was a direction vector, okay, unit vector which is perpendicular to both A and B vector, and that give the direction of that vector. Okay, so what is right hand screw rule here? Right hand screw rule. Right hand screw rule. So what is a right hand screw rule here? It states that if a right hand screw, if a right hand screw placed with its axis perpendicular to the plane of vector A, to the plane of vector A and B, and is rotated from A to B and is rotated from A to B through a small angle, then the direction, then the direction which the screw gives, which the screw gives is the direction of A cross B, is the direction of A cross B. Okay. One more rule is there. That was your right hand thumb rule. Okay. Always apply that rule. Right hand thumb rule. So what is the right hand thumb rule? It states that it states that if we curl the fingers of the right hand, if we curl the fingers of the right hand in such a way wait 1 minute 1 minute huh? In such a way that oh, they point in the direction they point in the direction of rotation from A to B, from A to B through a small angle, then the steps thumb, then the stressed thumb points in the direction points in the direction of A cross B. That was your right hand thumb rule. Now see what I am saying, that if you put, suppose this is A vector, this is B vector. Okay, if you curl your fingers from A to B, then the your thumb give the direction of the vector which is perpendicular to both vector, that means n cap. N cap give the direction of the a cross b vector. Now if you curl from b cross a, that means that was b vector, that was a vector. Okay, so applying right hand thumb rule, so you will get the perpendicular in the negative direction, so minus of negative of a. So a cross b is equal to mod a mod b sine theta, mod a mod b sine theta n cap, and b cross a is equal to mod a mod b sine theta and minus of n cap, because it is in the reverse direction of n cap. So what we conclude from here? We conclude from here that a cross b is never equal to b cross a, but a cross b is equal to negative of b cross a. Okay, that was main part. So it does not follow the commutative rule. So what we get from here, that cross product does not follow commutative rule. Product does not follow commutative rule. Commutative rule. Okay, now come to the next part. How you can find the A cross B. How we can find A cross B? We get the RHS by solving A mod B and sin theta if we provide. Then how? But the question is that the how we can find A cross B. Let's suppose A vector is equal to AX I cap plus AY j cap plus AZ k cap, and B vector is equal to BX I cap plus Byj cap plus Bz k cap. Now multiply A with B. So on finding A cross B, you will get a determinant of I, J, K. This is the method to solve. Okay. Firstly, you have to write the coefficient of I, J, K of A below I, J, K. So AX, AY, AZ. Now, in the second line, you have to write the coefficient of I, J, K of B vector below the I, J, K. Okay. So BX, BY, BZ. Okay. Now we can find how we can find. Firstly, write I cap, then minus of J cap. Always minus will be there in the middle term. Then next, K cap. So first is your I cap. How you can find I cap? I cap is first row, first column. So remove first row and first column. So what will you get? Multiply these both. So AY into BZ minus BY into AZ. Okay. For I, you have to take only the multiple of AY, BZ and BZ, AY. I position is first row, first column. So skip first row, first column. Rather, four elements remain. So multiply these elements in a cross. So you will get AYBZ minus BYAZ. So AYBZ minus AYBZ minus BYAZ. Now come to Jth. Jth is first row and second column. So skip first row and second column. Rather, four multiply are there: ax, az, bx, bz, and multiply them in the cross: ax, bz minus bx, az, ax, bz minus bx, az. Now kth column. So skip first row and third column. Multiply in the cross. So ax, by minus bx, ay. So ax, by minus bx, ay. So this was the value of A cross B. That in this way you can find the value of A cross B. AY BZ minus BY AZ I cap minus AX BZ minus BX AZ Z cap plus AX BY minus BX AY K cap. Now come to the property. So the properties of vector or cross product or vector product, cross product or vector product. Why we called it as a vector product? Because on solving it, we will get a vector. So on solving, we will get a vector I cap, j cap, k cap. Okay. So I, k, j, denotes the vector. So what is the property? First property is most important. First property is that does not follow the commutative, does not follow commutativity, commutativity. What it means that A cross B does not equal to B cross A, but A cross B is equal to negative of B cross A. Okay. Next one is that follow associativity. Follow associativity. Associativity, which means that A cross B cross C. If you multiply A cross with B cross C, so you will get same as the A cross B cross C. Now second is distributivity. Third one is here follow distributivity. Follow distributivity. Distributivity means A cross with B plus C is equal to A cross of B plus A cross of C. Fourth property, if two vectors are perpendicular to each other, if two vectors are perpendicular to each other, perpendicular to each other, so A dot B equal to mod A mod B. So A cross B is equal to mod A cross mod A mod B. Now fifth property, if two vectors are parallel or antiparallel to each other, if two vectors are parallel, that means theta equal to 0 degree, and and antiparallel, that means theta equal to 180 degree to each other, then what will happen? A cross B equal to 0. So A cross B equal to 0 will be there. Now sixth property. Come to the sixth property. We have seen similar thing in the cross product or dot product. That is x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. Okay. Unit vector in the direction of x-axis is I cap. Unit vector in the direction of y-axis is j cap. It is in k cap. Now, if you find I cross I, so I cross I, you will get mod I sine 0, mod I sine 0. So mod I is 1, mod I is 1, sine 0 is 0. So you will get 0. And if you find I cross j, so you will get mod j sine 90, and the perpendicular to both this vector is k cap. So I is 1, j is 1, sine 90 is 1 into k cap. So you will get answer as k cap. Okay. Similarly, if you multiply j with k, so you will get I cap. So on solving I dot I, you will get 0. I dot j is k. I dot k is minus j. J dot I is minus k. J dot j is 0. J dot k is I. K dot I minus j. Sorry, k dot I is j. K dot I is j cap. K dot j is minus I cap. And k dot k cap is 0. K dot k cap is 0. Remember one thing in the circular one. Okay, that was I, j, and k. If you multiply with I with j, so you will get k. Okay, always move in a anti-circular direction. I with j, so you will get k. K with I, so you will get j. Okay, and next I with j, so you will get k. So that was always taken in the anti-circular direction multiplication. Now next is, now I'm solving some previous year question on the basis of that chapter. So the first question, first question is, find the scalar and vector product and vector product of two vectors. Vector product of two vectors. A vector is 3i cap minus 4j cap plus 5k cap, and B vector is minus 2i minus j plus 5k cap. Now solve it. So first we have to find scalar product. That means A dot B. So 3i minus 4j plus 5k dot minus 2i minus j plus 5k. Multiply j term with j term, I term with the I term, and k term with the k term. So 3 into of minus 2 plus minus 4 into of minus 1 plus 5 into of 5. So 3 into minus 2, you will get minus 6 plus 4 plus 25. So 6, 25 minus 2 is 23. Will be there. Dot product. 3 to just 6 minus 6 minus 6 plus 4 and plus 25. Okay, clear. This is the scalar product. Now come to the next one. That is your vector product. So vector product of A cross B. A cross B. So how we can find the vector product? Firstly, we have to take the mod I, J, K. Now write the term beneath it. So 3 minus 4, 5. And here minus 2, minus 1, 5. Now write I cap. So skip ith column and ith row. So you will get minus 20 plus 5 minus of j cap. You will get 3 5 15 plus 10 plus kth column. So 3 into minus 3 and or minus 2 into minus 4 plus 8. So minus 8. So minus 20 plus 5 minus 15 I cap minus 25 j cap and minus 11 k cap will be the vector product of these two vectors. So let me check. To come to the next question. Next question is again the straight parallelogram law of vectors. Derive an expression for magnitude and the direction of resultant of vector. So this is very important. A parallelogram law of vector addition. Remember parallelogram law of vector addition. Parallelogram law of vector addition. Law of vector addition is most important. Now next question is find the torque. Find the torque of a force. Find the torque of a force 7 I cap plus 3j minus 5k cap minus 5k cap about the origin about the origin. The force act on the particle. The force acts on a particle whose position vector whose position vector is I minus j minus k. Okay, just see the solution. What is given? The force is 7I plus 3j minus 5k cap. And next is the position vector r. So r vector is given as I minus j minus k. So what is torque? Torque is defined as force into radius. So how you can find the force into radius? So I, j, k. Force is 7, 3, minus 5. And the radius is 1, minus 1, minus 1. So on multiplying, you will get I cap as 3 into minus 1, minus 3, minus 5, minus of j cap. And what is the j cap? Minus 7 plus 5. 1 into minus 5 is minus 5 and minus plus 5 plus k cap plus k cap. So what is k cap? 7 into minus 1 minus 7 and minus 3. So minus 3 into minus 5 minus 8 I cap theta minus 3 into minus 5. Yes, minus 8 I cap minus of minus 7 plus 5 means minus 2. So minus minus will become plus 2 j cap plus minus 7 minus 3 minus 10 cap minus 10 k cap. So minus 8 I plus 2j minus 10 k cap will be the value of torque. Okay. So now next question is, next question is if mod a plus b, if mod a vector plus b vector is equal to mod a vector minus b vector, prove that the angle between the angle between a and b is 90 degree. A and b is 90 degree. Now see how you can find the angle between them. So what is given? It is given that mod a plus b equal to mod a minus b. Now taking a square both sides, if they are equal, so there is square are also equal. Taking square both sides, so you will get mod a plus b vector whole square is equal to mod a minus b vector whole square. On solving, you will get mod a square plus mod b square plus 2ab cos theta. And here mod a square plus mod b square minus 2ab cos theta. So that term will be cancelled. Now 2ab cos theta equal to minus 2ab cos theta. So 2a vector b vector cos theta is equal to minus of 2a vector dot b vector cos theta. Now if this term will come this side, so 4a vector dot b vector equal to cos theta equal to 0. Okay. So cos theta is equal to 0 and 0 is the value of cos 90. So cos theta is equal to cos 90. So theta is equal to 90 degree. So that means the both are perpendicular to each other. A vector and B vector are perpendicular to each other. Okay. Now I've discussed all the important questions which have come in your previous year. Okay. So how much chapter we have left now? First is units and measurement. Second is only unit and measurement. Next is projectile motion and frictional. So I will cover both on this projectile motion and frictional motion in a one video. Okay. Now next is our next chapter is left. Oscillation is completed. Gravitation completed. Mechanical property. Mechanical properties of fluid. Viscosity topic. In which viscosity topic and Pascal's law, Archimedes principle are there. Is left. And the last one is kinetic theory. Okay. Now I am discussing a new chapter that was your units and measurement. So the name of the new chapter is your units and measurement. Units and measurement. The chapter one. Only you will get short answer or very short answer type question from this chapter, not a long answer type question. This chapter cover very less marks, so I will try to cover it in this video only. Okay, so firstly there are two types of quantities. Firstly we have physical quantities. So physical quantities are the quantities which can be measured directly or indirectly. You can simply say that all those quantities, all those quantities which can be measured, which can be measured directly or indirectly, directly or indirectly, and in terms of which, and in terms of which the law of physics can be expressed, and in terms of which the laws of physics can be expressed, the laws of physics expressed, can be expressed, are called physical quantities, are called physical quantities. Okay. Now, we have two types of physical quantity. First is derived quantity and second is fundamental quantities, physical quantities. Quantities. Now, next is types of physical quantities. Types of physical quantity. Types of physical quantity. Physical quantities. There are two types of physical quantities. First one is your fundamental quantities. Second one is your derived quantity. First one is fundamental quantities. And second one is your derived quantities. Derived quantities. So what are the fundamental quantities? The physical quantity, the physical quantities which can be treated, which can be treated as independent, means they did not require any other quantity to be measured, independent of other quantities, other physical quantities. Okay, example: mass, length, time, etc. Length, time, etc. There are seven type of fundamental quantities. So there are seven types of fundamental quantities. Seven types of fundamental quantities. So what are the seven types of fundamental quantities? Mass, which is denoted in kg. Length, which is denoted in meter or a centimeter. I am writing its SI unit only. Next is your time. Time is measured in second. Next is electric current. Electric current, which is measured in ampere. Next is temperature. Temperature has SI unit of Kelvin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 is luminous intensity, which is measured in candela. And last one is amount of substance. Amount of substance, which is measured in mole. So these are the fundamental quantities, seven fundamental quantities which do not require any other quantity to drive. These are mass, length, time, or electric current, temperature, luminous intensity, and amount of substance. The SI unit of mass is kg, SI unit of length is meter, SI unit of time is second, SI unit of electric current is ampere, SI unit of temperature is Kelvin, SI unit of luminous intensity is candela, and the SI unit of amount of substance is mole. Okay, so these are the seven types of fundamental quantities. Now come to the derived quantities. So derived quantities are those quantities which require other quantity for their derivation. Okay, the quantity which required the quantities which can be derived from the fundamental quantities from the fundamental quantities are called derived quantities. Derived quantities. Quantities. So the example of these are speed, which is denoted by meter per second. Next is your acceleration, which is denoted by meter per second square. Force. Force is SI unit Newton, which is equal to kg meter per second square. So these quantity are required other physical quantity for their derivation. Okay, so these are the difference. These are the difference between fundamental quantity and derived quantity, and there are seven type of fundamental quantity, which are mass, length, time, electric current, temperature, luminous intensity, and the amount of substance. Next is your measurement. Next topic is your measurement. What is measurement? The measurement of a physical quantity of a physical quantity is the process of of comparing the quantity with a standard amount with a standard amount of a physical quantity amount of a physical quantity amount of a physical quantity of the same kind. of the same kind. That means its unit. To express the measurement, to express the measurement of a physical quantity, we need to know two things. We need to know two things. Now see the what is measurement. Measurement is defined as by numerical value and its units. Okay. Only that suppose you are going in the shop, you will tell the shopkeeper that give me 1 kg of sugar, not 1 kilometer of sugar. So what is the correct unit to measure the mass? That is kg. Suppose that was a home, your home, and it was your school. So the distance between them is 5 kilometer or 5 kg. So the distance between the house and your school is 5 kilometer, not 5 kg. So what is the measurement? Measurement that you have to do a specific unit. You have to measure in the specific unit. So how we can measure? So the physical quantity is equal to numerical value numerical value into its system of unit. So Q is equal to Nu, and Q is equal to Nu is constant. Nu is equal to constant. Means suppose you have to go in the distance between the 2 point A and B is 2 kilometer. So the 2 kilometer, I can write it as 2000 meter. I can write it as 1 kilometer equal to 1000 meter. No? So I can write it as 20 lakh centimeter. So what this principle give? This is the principle of uh, Nu equal to constant. That means the principle of homogeneity. Later in the term you will know about the principle of homogeneity. That means the multiplication of numerical value into unit is always constant. N into U is always constant. So N is inversely proportional to U. Means the greater the value of numerical, so lesser will be the unit. So you know that the kilometer is greater than meter, greater than centimeter. So the numerical value of kilometer is less, and the numerical value of 2000 numerical value of meter is greater than the kilometer, and the numerical value of centimeter is greater than the meter. Okay, so numerical value is inversely proportional to the unit. Greater the unit, lesser will be the numerical value, and lesser the unit, greater will be the numerical value. Okay, that was also your principle of homogeneity. In the next topic, you will know about the principle of homogeneity and the question on the basis of that. Now next is your dimension of a physical quantity. Dimension of a physical quantity. Dimension of physical quantity. Simply the dimension of physical quantity is defined as the power in which fundamental quantity can be expressed. The power of the power to which the fundamental quantity can be expressed, to which the fundamental quantity can be expressed, fundamental quantity can be expressed, to which the fundamental quantity can be expressed, fundamental quantities can be expressed, quantities can be expressed. Example, density. Density is a formula mass upon volume. Mass, so mass SI unit is kg, mass of SI unit of kg, and volume as SI unit of meter cube. So kg is mass and meter is length cube. So it is equal to ml to the power minus 3 will be its dimension. Okay. So that's all for today. If you have doubt in any topic or any question, so you will send that doubt or question to